Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to make your ex regret leaving you. Okay, so one of the things that I want to talk about first is that sometimes it can sound a bit dark, right? When you're I'm going to make them regret leaving me, right? It can sound like you're very bitter, very angry about it. But sometimes what I want to say about that is that sometimes that can be a good thing because it can make you change and it can make you, try to change your life and make it better for yourself. So if it really motivates you to, try and make your ex regret leaving you, and that's something that's really motivating for you, helps you get up in the morning, helps you go to the gym, helps you, be productive on your goals and your dreams and the things that you're trying to create in your life, then what I want to say is then, yeah, use that energy. If it helps you, right, get through and it helps you push through boundaries and helps you achieve things, then yeah, by all means use it. Okay, now it doesn't mean that you're shoving these things in your ex's face, like saying like, oh yeah, I went to the gym today, I bench pressed this amount. I'm not saying that you should do anything like that, but if it helps you do those things, right, and you're not shoving in their face and you're not like calling them up all the time saying about all these things that you've achieved, then by all means go ahead and do those things. Right, go ahead and use that dark energy, because a lot of people don't discuss this much because it doesn't sound like a nice thing to do, right? It's kind of like a very dark sort of like shadow energy, right? If you're using, making someone, trying to make someone feel regret, whatever it may be, feel remorse, as fuel to achieve your dreams. But one of the things that people don't talk about is that it's really effective to actually do that kind of thing, to actually use that energy, because it doesn't always have to be about an ex as well. It could be that you had a parent, like let's say your mother never believed in you, right? And you're like, oh, I'm going to show her how great I am. I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to achieve lots of stuff, and I'm just going to shove it in her face basically and show her that I can be amazing, right? And prove her wrong basically. That's good. It's good to use that energy, right? Especially if you've got really nothing else to fuel you. Right, so you need it. It's not always a good idea to be a docile little lamb. Sometimes you need to unleash the beast. Okay, and maybe sometimes the way that you can best do that is by actually unlocking the darker energies. But that's the way that you should be using it, though. You should be using it to fuel you to create a better life for yourself and to create change in your life that is actually positive. Right, so it's sort of like harnessing that dark energy and using it for good, I guess you could say, because you're using it to actually enhance your life, to make it better for yourself and for your friends and for your family and things like that. So that's the first thing that I want to say about it. It's okay if your feelings are coming from, I'm going to make that person regret what they did to me, or I'm going to make that person regret losing me because, I want to show them that they lost out. I want to show them that I can do these things. That's okay. It's okay to use that, okay? So don't worry, don't feel bad if you're using that kind of energy. It's fine. As long as you're not shoving it in their face and you're not harming anyone else, there's no reason why you can't use that dark shadow energy, right? I think David Goggins calls it taking souls, which I think is a really cool concept. So then how can you then make your ex regret leaving you, okay? So obviously being able to achieve your dreams is a great way that you can do that, right? It's a great way to show people that they've missed out on being with you because you're great, you're achieving all these things. Maybe you're creating a lot of money, or maybe you're just creating a really fulfilling life for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything to do with money. But you're just doing things that you've always wanted to do, and now you're able to do them because of the breakup, because maybe that pushed you to actually start doing these things. And what's going to really confuse your ex and perhaps make them regret leaving you is that they'll see that you're doing these things, right? If let's say you still have each other on social media, or maybe your social media isn't private so they can still see what you're up to, regardless if they're still friends with you or still follow you. Right, so if they can see that, what they will see is that not only are you moving on with your life, but you're actually thriving, you're actually doing better without them. Right? It's almost like it's almost like the fact that you're not in their life anymore, you're doing way better, right? So it almost makes them feel like, oh, what was wrong with me? Because obviously, if let's say you weren't doing those things, you weren't trying to achieve your dreams, you were just sort of living the motions when you're together, and then you suddenly have this huge transformation when you're no longer together, they're going to think that they were the problem. Okay, which may have been the case anyway, which probably could have been the case. So another thing that it does as well is that it makes them see like, oh wow, they're actually having a really fun life now. They're actually having a really good time. They're doing all these amazing things. They're achieving all these things. They're doing really well. They're thriving without me. Maybe I want to be a part of that. Maybe I want to join in with that. Maybe I wish that I was still a part of that. Okay. Now, of course, there'll always be some exes that you may have. And there may be some people watching who has an ex like this who doesn't really care that much anymore. Right? So you may not ever be able to make them personally regret losing you. But that's not to say that you can't still play the game of feeling like you have made them regret losing you. Right? Because like I said, I think it's a good idea to use that as fuel if it helps you push yourself forward. Okay. So in essence, it doesn't really matter what they think and how they feel, as long as it's pushing you forward. So they might not care at all, but because you've done all these amazing things, you've still created that good life for yourself, right? And one of the best things that you can do to make an ex regret losing you, and the best thing you can do for yourself, is to actually improve every facet of your life. Like improve your health and fitness, improve your money situation if you're unhappy with that, improve your work situation if you're unhappy with that, improve the relationships that you have with your family or friends, or perhaps you make new friends. Improve the lifestyle that you have so you can live your life in a more balanced way that feels really good to you and makes you happy. Okay? It's a good idea to do that because, you might as well aim to do that. You might as well aim for the highest possible good. You might as well aim for the highest possible good because at the end of the day, the time is just going to pass anyway. And the days and the months and the years, they go past so fast like grains of sand in an hourglass. Okay, time goes so fast. So you might as well be using that time productively, wisely. Okay, because like I said, the time is going to pass anyway. And a lot of people are wasting their time in life. They aren't doing things that are productive, that are pushing themselves forward to help achieve their dreams and to help achieve the things that they've always wanted. Most people are not doing those things. Right? So even if you don't get everything that you've always wanted, you're still going to be a lot further than most people in life because you're doing that. You're still being productive. You're still trying to make things better. So you're still going to be way far ahead than most people. Okay? And also that's going to help you in your future love life because if you start meeting people and that you start talking to them, you go on dates with them and you're obviously talking about your life and they're talking about theirs and they can see that you're this ambitious person who has all these goals and dreams and you're, really taking care of yourself and you're really trying to make something of yourself. You're really trying to make things better. You're really trying to make a life that, basically you're showing them that you go by your own beat. You go by the beat of your own drum. Right? And that is very, very attractive that you're trying to almost like manipulate reality so that you can create a fulfilling life for yourself and you're not just following the herd of whatever people have told you to do. Okay? And that's making you miserable because maybe you are miserable in some areas of your life. Perhaps you're not happy in your career. Perhaps you're not happy with the kind of money that you got. Perhaps you're not happy with the kind of food that you're eating. Or you're not happy with your body. Perhaps you're not happy with the lifestyle that you have and you don't have any time for yourself. But if you're trying to manipulate reality in such a way that you can make your dreams possible, right, that's showing that you're going against the grain. That's showing that you are trying to make a life for yourself that's going to be so better. And basically when you meet people that, you're dating and things like that, they're going to see you as amazing. They're going to want to be a part of that. Right? So not only is it going to help you, but it's also going to help your love life. It's also going to help you get laid more or whatever it is that you're trying to aim for in that kind of degree. Could be that you find a healthier, happier relationship. Right? So these are all really, really important things. So it's always to your benefit, always, to try and create a life for yourself that is really amazing. And if you need fuel, like, I'm going to make my ex regret losing me, I'm going to make them regret leaving me, I'm going to make them regret dumping me, then by all means use that power, use that energy to help push you through. Because sometimes, my God, sometimes we need the motivation. So you might as well use your dark side if that's the case. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.ChristineLoveridge.com and I shall talk to you again very soon.